Hello, my sweet friends. I know this is a wacky angle, but just put up with me, just bear with me. I'm sure the audio and video quality are subpar, even more so than my usual. Anyway, we're going book shopping and I cannot contain my excitement. I just have to tell you, my brother and I are going book shopping. I know I told myself I have my bookshelves right here, right next to me, and I'm looking at them, and they are looking at me, and I'm feeling guilty because I told myself I won't be buying new books until I finish reading all of the physical books that I have already. But listen, my reason is that I will be moving soon, and I won't be living with my brother anymore. It's our thing, My brother and I, we like to go book shopping together and stationery shopping together. So it's our thing. We want to do it not one last time. It's not like we're never going to meet each other ever again, but we just want to go once before I move away. So I was like, you know what, it's okay, I'm just gonna go. I'm going to let myself splurge this time. So you're gonna come with me, we're gonna have a great time. I'm so excited. Bye, see you there.
Lovely nights, paradise with your soul crashing into mine. How could we be so dumb to let's fall like that? Never drink, 'cause I know if I did, I'd call you every time. Baby, I'm a fool to let's fall like that. I know I'm not perfect, but you know that you'd rather be right next to me. All I want is for us to be happy, but maybe we don't know what love is. But maybe we don't know what love is. I think I love you more than I love myself, yeah. 'Cause I think about you over and over again, and every now and then I just can't help myself to think about you over and over again. I know I'm not perfect, but you know that you'd rather be right next to me. All I want is for us to be happy, but maybe we don't know what love is. But maybe we don't know what love is.
Hi, hello, we're back. We're gonna go through the books that I bought. I still cannot believe that I just went all in. I just bought so many books. I don't regret it. I had a budget in mind when I went, and I didn't go over it. I actually spent less than my budget, so I guess that's a win. That being said, for some reason, I have organized these in the very order that I bought them. Why? I don't know. I just had to do it. First book I have here is True Story by Kate Reed Petty. I have never heard of this. I just bought because of the premise. It sounded really good. I'm gonna read it out to you, bear in mind, I am not very good at reading out loud, so just bear with me. Okay, after a college party, two boys drive a girl home, drunk and passed out in their backseat. Rumors spread about what they did to her, but later they'll tell the police a different version of events. Alice will never remember what truly happened, and Nick, a sensitive, misguided boy who stood by, will never forget. Oh, my hair is sticking to my lip gloss. Hair and lip gloss, they're just meant to be, Nick, a sensitive, misguided boy who stood by, will never forget. That's just the beginning of this extraordinary journey into memory, fear, and self-portrayal. Alice and Nick will take on different roles to each other, some real, some invented, until finally brought face to face once again, the secret of that night is revealed. Startlingly relevant and enthralling in its brilliance, True Story is, by turns, a campus novel, a psychological thriller, horror story, a crime noir. No, how do you pronounce that? Each narrative frame stripping away the fictions we tell about women, men, and the very nature of truth. That is the first book that I got. That is, oh, I forgot to tell you, it's actually annotated. I buy a lot of secondhand books. You would think annotated copies is very common. It's actually not. Usually it's just like a bookmark or like a name that they've written their name in the front page, but look at it, they've written their thoughts. Can you see? I hope you can see. If not, I'll just insert a picture, but that's really cute. You know the funniest thing? These annotations are just in the first half of the book, so maybe the person did not finish reading it. We'll see if I like it. That is True Story by Kate Reed Petty. The second book that I picked up, I have been seeing it in so many bookstores so often, and I've always been hesitant in buying, and right now I was just like, you know what, it's a sign, I have to buy it. And this is The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penna. This is already on my TBR, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just get it. There is no premise, but I think I've read the premise, and I think it's about this apothecary that sells poisons to kill off abusive men in like early 1900s London. And then that is one timeline, and then there's a present timeline wherein somebody rediscovers this apothecary, and I don't know. I was sold at witchy apothecary, poisons to kill off abusive men. I don't know if my camera picks it up, but it's kind of like a sun bleached sort of a book. It's, you know, when you leave something in the sun for a while, it starts to get kind of faded, like bleached, like the vibrancy of the colors are just kind of lost. That is The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penna. The next book that I picked up that I've been wanting to read for a while is Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I guess this would be considered a classic. 51 years, 9 months and 4 days have passed since Fermina Daza, I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing these names, Fermina Daza rebuffed hopeless romantic Florentino Ariza's impassioned advances and married Dr. Juvenal Urbino. During that half century, Florentino has fallen into the arms of many delighted women, but he has loved none but Fermina. Having sworn his eternal love to her, he lives for the day when he can court her again. When Fermina's husband is killed during retrieve... I'm very bad at reading out loud. We've already established that. When Fermina's husband is killed trying to retrieve his pet parrot from a mango tree, Florentino seizes his chance to declare his enduring love. Dude, what? This woman's husband just died, and he's immediately declaring his love to her? I don't know. But can young love find new life in the twilight of their lives? So yeah, it's a romantic drama, if you will, and it's supposed to be like melancholic and all of that. And I've been wanting to read it for a while, but it's quite intimidating because, oh my god, look at the font. Can you see? It's so small. It's so small, and already just by the premise I have had to Google new words. I don't know how I'll get through this. Slowly but surely we will get through this. That is Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. The next book that I got, oh my god, this is also kind of sun bleached. Can you tell? Like the colors are wacky, like the colors are off. Can you tell that? This is, oh, it's also very shiny. Nice. This is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. I actually started reading this a while ago. I got to like chapter 2 and the writing was just exquisite. And this is a middle grade book. Okay, I haven't told you the premise. Oh, I can read it out to you. Every year, the people of the Protectorate leave a baby as a sacrifice to the witch who lives in the forest. But the witch Xan, it's Xan. How do you pronounce that? Xan is a kind one. She rescues the children and delivers them to welcoming families on the other side of the forest, nourishing the babies with starlight on the journey. But one year, Xan accidentally feeds a baby moonlight instead of starlight, filling the ordinary child with extraordinary magic. Xan decides she must raise this girl, whom she calls Luna, as her own. As Luna's 13th birthday approaches, her magic begins to emerge, with dangerous and thrilling consequences. Oh my god, look at how floppy it is. Oh, I love a floppy paperback. The text is so big, and I'm sure it's going to be a delight to get through just the physical book as well as the like content of the book, you know. That is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. The next book that I picked up is, what do I say? I can no longer rest my hand like this because my pile is getting smaller. Anyway, I was saying I have been influenced by the enormous population of readers that adore this book. I have not picked it up yet because I'm scared. Because this is supposed to be a continuation of the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I've watched a couple of videos explaining the magic system and it's confusing to me. Like the different kinds of witches, it's very confusing to me. I'm not sure if my brain can make sense of what's going on in this. I might do a reading log reading this book. Oh my god, I didn't even tell you the name of the book. It's Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is young adult fantasy. Let's read the premise, even though I think everybody knows it already. Criminal prodigy Kaz Brecker has been offered the chance at a deadly heist. Break into the Ice Court, a military stronghold that has never been breached, and retrieve a hostage whose knowledge could change Grisha magic to magic forever. To succeed would mean riches beyond Kaz's wildest dreams, but he can't pull it off alone. A convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, a runaway with a privileged past, a spy who is known as Wrath, a heart trender using her magic to survive the slums, a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes, 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. Together, they must be unstoppable if they don't. Oh, they might be unstoppable if they don't kill each other first. Apparently, this is wonderful found family. That is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. The next book that I picked up because of a YouTuber, one of my favorite YouTubers' recommendation, is The 7 Moons of Mali Almeida by Shehan Karunatilaka. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Oh my god, Janani, what's her channel's name? This story ain't over. Based on her recommendation, I picked this book up. Colombo, 1990. Mali Almeida, war photographer, gambler, and closet gay, has woken up dead in what seems like a celestial visa office. His disembodied body is sinking in the Beira Lake, and he has no idea who killed him. At a time when scores are settled by death squads, suicide bombers, and hired goons, the list of suspects is depressingly long, as the ghouls and ghosts who cluster along him can attest. Even in the afterlife, time is running out for Mali. He has 7 moons to try and contact the man and woman he loves most and lead them to a hidden cache of photos that will rock Sri Lanka. Oh, that sounds very interesting actually. But again, I'm intimidated by it because it is historical, I guess, literary fiction, and it was shortlisted for the Booker Prize in 2022, so I'm intimidated by it. Oh, also it's so floppy, so I guess that's a good thing. And the font doesn't look very bad. Like, it's kind of small, but it doesn't look very bad. Can you see? That is The 7 Moons of Mali Almeida. I don't think I'm doing a very good job at this. The next book that I picked up is, I've been wanting to read this for so long. This is The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that again. This is nonfiction. This is about how trauma affects your body as well as your mind. So many have read it, so many have recommended it, and I just want to read it very badly. It's very intimidating. I'm glad I have the physical copy because I don't know, I just feel like this is one of the books that I would want to heavily annotate, like take notes and all of that. Oh, look at the font. Do you see that? It's so small. The font is, it's like a textbook. It looks like a textbook. I mean, I guess that's warranted for because it's non-fiction and it's like over 400 pages. But I guess the good thing again is that it's very floppy. So I can't wait to read this and kind of learn from it. That is The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. The next book that I picked up because of, I think Dakota Warren recommended this. This is The Course of Love by Elaine de Botton. It's very short. It's a 200 pages. Okay, this is Meet Rabi and Kristen, two people destined to cross paths, fall in love, and get married. Setting off together on the journey of life, they both believe that all you need is love. Before long, they will learn that life has other ideas. This is a romantic novel unlike any other. It's a story about learning to survive a modern relationship and maybe even to enjoy it. Above all, it's a celebration of compassion, imagination, and sheer hard work needed to keep love going. From the inimitable pen of Alain de Botton comes a new kind of love story, humorous, wise, messy, tender, and filled with hope. That is The Course of Love by Alain de Botton. The next book that I picked up, Babel, is not centered. It bothers me, but like I got it for 50% off, so like I don't think I can complain. So anyway, and also it's what is on the inside that matters, right? And inside is such small. Oh, this is a textbook, my dude. This is, sorry, for sure a textbook. Babel or Babel, Oxford 1836, the city of dreaming spires. It's so heavy. It is the center of all knowledge and progress in the world, and at its heart is Babel or Babel, Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, the tower from which all power of the empire flows. Orphaned in Canton and brought to England by a mysterious guardian, Robin Swift. Orphaned in Canton and brought to England by a mysterious guardian, Robin Swift thought Babel a paradise until it became a prison. But can a student stand against an empire? I have also read Kwang's Yellow Face. I was about to say Yellow War. What on earth is that? I was about to say Poppy War and Yellow Face, and I kind of just smushed them into one. Poppy War and Yellow Face. I actually really liked Yellow Face. Poppy War, I liked, but I don't think I can continue with that series. I don't think I can continue it and maintain my sanity. So for the sake of my mental health, I'm just not going to continue on with that series, even if it's the best thing ever. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to read Babel or Babel eventually. Maybe I should do a reading vlog for this. And that could, oh no, okay, yeah. My brother and I actually decided to make this one of our book club pigs. We have a book club, only the two of us. It's not a club, so it's like we just read the same book and we try to discuss. And so far we've picked only one book, which I finished and he did not. And so we never discussed it. That was Amina Al-Sirafi. Yes, I read it because it was our book club. It is so long, it's so intimidating. I would never have picked it up if not for that book club, but we never ended up discussing it. But I also read Psalm for the Wild Built, and I pestered him to read it as well, and so he did. So we kind of like discussed about it, and we had fun talking about a book that both of us enjoyed. It was really fun. So maybe a book club would help me finish this mammoth of a book. It's like 700. Oh no, it's actually only 500 pages. It looks, no wait, for context I'll show you. I have Tomb of Sand by Gitanjali Shri, and this is 750 pages. It kind of looks the same. No, it does not. Babel does look a little shorter actually. Tomb of Sand has such thin paper. This one has thin paper, so even though it's a very thick book, it's not as thick. It doesn't look as thick. Whereas this is, even though it's only 500 pages, it looks thicker than it is because the individual papers are thicker. What am I saying? Why am I rambling? Move on to the next book. Oh my god. Oh, the next book that I picked up is Medicine's Strangest Cases. Actually, this one I bought a new copy of. This is not a used copy or a damaged copy. Examining the medical profession from the early ages to the present day, Medicine's Strangest Tales is a fascinating jaunt through some of the most bizarre yet true cases in medical history. It's quite short actually. How many pages is it? It's also really weird, like the page number is on the side. It's not at the bottom, like it's the side. That's really weird. Oh, they have an entire series. They have cricket's strangest matches, football's strangest match. Why is it so difficult to say strange? Why is it so strange? Golf's strangest rounds, law's strangest cases. That would be really interesting. London's Strangest Tales, Rugby's Strangest Matches, Running's Strangest Tales, and Shakespeare's Strangest Tales. Oh, titles coming soon. Kent's Strangest Tales, Motor Racing's Strangest Races, Teachers' Strangest Tales, Tennis's Strangest Matches, and Sailing's Strangest Tales. Okay, that's interesting. I want to buy the Sailing's Strangest Tales. So that is Medicine's Strangest Cases. Super interested, super excited to read. Moving on. The next book I picked up is 10 minutes and 38 seconds in this strange world. Another strange. Anyway, this is written by Elif Shafak. For Layla, each minute after her death recalls a sensuous memory. Spiced goat stew, the goat sacrificed by her father to celebrate the birth of a yearned for son, bubbling vats of lemon and sugar to wax women's legs while men are at prayer, the cardamom coffee she shares with a handsome student in the brothel where she works. Each fading memory brings back the friends she made in her bittersweet life, friends who are now desperately trying to find her. 10 minutes 38 seconds in this strange world is an intensely powerful and richly evocative novel from one of the greatest storytellers of all time. Elif Shafak's other book, 40 Rules of Love, that has been recommended to me by one of my good friends. I saw this book and I was like, that's the same author, I want to read it. And also the premise sounds really interesting. I have heard of this book from some YouTuber recently. I think it was Emily from Books with Emily Fox. Yes, she read it recently and she raved about it. So I was like, I'm picking this up. This 10 minutes 38 seconds in this strange world by Elif Shafak. The next book that I picked up is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This is a young adult contemporary. I'm gonna read you the back. When Lee's mother dies by suicide, she leaves only a scribbled note. I want you to remember. Lee doesn't understand its meaning and wishes she could turn to her best friend Axel, if only she hadn't kissed him and changed everything between them. Guided by a mysterious red bird, Lee travels to Taiwan to meet her grandparents for the first time. When Lee retreats into art and memories where colors collide, the rules of reality are broken and the ghosts of the past refuse to rest, but Lee is determined to unlock her family's secrets. I've been wanting to read this because a while ago I did read the first chapter of it. I don't remember any of what I read, but I remember thinking I'm going to love this. Like, you know, when you can tell by the writing. Such a pretty cover. It's barely old. It's good as new in my books, you know. That is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. The next book that I bought I bought it a new copy. I have to tell you, it's so rigid, it's so stiff. Not at all floppy, it's so stiff. And that is A Woman Is No Man by Ita Rum. I read her second book. I read the first chapter. It's called Evil Eye. And oh my god, the writing was so exquisite. But I didn't see that book anywhere. It's the same author, I want to read it. She's a Palestinian author. We're following 17-year-old Isra, prefers reading books to entertaining she prefers reading books to entertaining the suitors her father has chosen for her. Over the course of a week, the naive and dreamy girl finds herself quickly betrothed and married, and is soon living in Brooklyn. There, Isra struggles to adapt to the expectations of her oppressive mother-in-law Farida and strange new husband Adam. A pressure that intensifies as she begins to have children, 4 daughters instead of the sons Farida tells Isra she must bear. 18-year-old Dea, Isra's oldest daughter, must meet with potential husbands at her grandmother Farida's instance. Bear with me. Though her only desire is to go to college, but her grandmother is firm on the matter. The only way to secure a worthy future for Dea is through marriage to the right man. But fate has a will of its own, and soon Dea will find herself on an unexpected path that leads her to shocking truths about her family. Also, the cover is really beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm I had a history lesson yesterday from my brother about the Israel Palestine thing, and I cannot stop thinking about it. And I just so happened to pick up a Palestinian American author. I really look forward to reading this. Also, I really love books which involve generations, like multiple generations, and how they interact and all of that. It's like family dynamics and stuff. It's one of my favorite kinds of books. That is A Woman Is No Man by Ita Frum. The last book that I picked up, also a new copy, is White Nights by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's so short. It's like 100 pages. One of my favorite YouTubers. I say every YouTuber is my favorite YouTuber, but they are, they are. Like I cannot pick one. Her name is Sarah Hafid, and she recently read this, and she was really enjoying it. And she told that she heard somebody say that you haven't really read a love story until you've read White Nights by Fyodor Dostoevsky. And so I was like, it's 100 pages. I actually promised myself that this time I will not be buying any more classics. I already have 3 classics that I haven't yet gotten to. You can't see them, but I have them here. Can you see them? I have 3. I have 2 Jane Austen, and I have Wuthering Heights. I was like, until I finish them, I should not really be buying more classics because, they're intimidating. I am less likely to pick them up. But this is 100 pages. How bad could it be? I don't know. Maybe that's a very bad sentiment to bear. Like, how bad could it be? Maybe it is going to be bad, but it's 100 pages. With that, we have gotten to the end of our pile of books, and I have talked your ears off. I actually have considered whether or not I would, it would be worthy for me to buy these, have physical copies of these, and only then have I bought them. I wanted to buy 2 of my favorite books because I wanted to reread them. I wanted to have physical copies of them. Right now they don't really exist. I only read the ebook, and they only exist in my head. Audiobooks and ebooks. So irrespective of that, they only exist in my head. And I was like, I want physical books. I want to read them again. I want to reread them a billion times, and I want to annotate them and all of that. But they were too pricey. So I did not get them. One I could not find. The Push by Ashley Audrine, I could not find anywhere. Funny. The other one I wanted to get was Breasts and Eggs by Mieko Kawakami. It was pricey, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm sure I can wait for a sale or something and then buy it. Okay, I'm so sorry for the change of angle and all of that, but that's all the books that I bought yesterday. I want you to tell me which of these books that you think I would like, which should I prioritize reading, because it's 14 and I'm kind of confused as to which one I should pick up first. I do want to finish the books that I bought before yesterday first. I have a couple of them, so I do want to finish them first because they're more senior to these people. But amongst these 14, I can really pick up anything. So let me know which one I should pick up. Which one of these do you think I'm going to like? Which one of these have you read and have you liked them? And if you have not, I'm going to feel bad. But do let me know, what you did not like about them so I can be prepared. I hope I like all of these because I've spent my hard-earned money on them. That's what I'm scared of, that I'm not gonna like these books, but I want to like them all. I feel I'm attached to them because I don't know. I'm just rambling. Anyway, I'll send you off your way. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you are happy and healthy till forever, but also until next time. Bye bye.